Hello again, everyone. My name is Nathan McDonald, and welcome again to a Kings Highway historic site marker. This is one of 11 signs and spots we have throughout the county, talking about stories connected to the old Kings Highway, the colonial roadway that is now known as US 1. But there's a lot of stories about transportation and the people who lived along those roads and who made their livings from the traffic along there. And helped spread settlement inward from the Europeans and connected native peoples to each other. So this sign in particular is about the Colchester Ferry and our first Prince William County Courthouse. But if you're curious about the other signs, check the description below. There'll be a link to our website that has a list of all the signs, and you can also check out the other videos we've made on them. So here in particular, the Colchester Ferry was behind me, beside the Great Big Railroad Bridge today, which mostly covers the original site of the ferry, which was a vital link going north and south on the Kings Highway. Now, the Kings Highway was a route created in the 1700s by the British government to connect Boston, Massachusetts, all the way down through the East Coast colonies, trying to connect as many colonial capitals and local capitals as possible for the carriage of important messages. They felt that too many messages were getting lost or delayed by sending them on ships across the Atlantic, down the East Coast through the graveyard of the Atlantic, so that there should be an alternate way that would allow them, even if it was slower, to get messages safely place to place. So through here, the Kings Highway was also known as the Potomac Path or the River Road and various other names that were given to it. And here it crossed the Occoquan River at one of its narrowest points. Now, a little bit to our east is Belmont Bay, and west is the town of Occoquan proper. And across the river in Fairfax was the town of Colchester, older than Occoquan and most of the other settlements in Prince William County. A purpose-designed town laid out to be a port and to ship out tobacco back to the mother country in Great Britain. The ferry here was for a very long time owned by the Mason family, the same as George Mason from the Bill of Rights and Virginia government in colonial days, as well as our independence era. But the Mason family owned the ferry, although they did not operate it. They had a hired person who actually operated the ferry itself, and for a fee would take you back and forth between the Prince William and the Fairfax County shores. Perhaps their busiest day came in 1781, when they ferried across more than 58 wagons of the Franco-American Army baggage train on their way to Yorktown during that campaign. Large army had left New England and was headed down the coast, New York actually, not New England, and they were headed down to Yorktown to trap the British Army there and eventually lead to the victory at Yorktown that would set the stage for the end of the Revolution and our creation formally as an independent country. So Occoquan and the Colchester Ferry played a small part in making that possible by making sure their supplies and equipment could get across the river and continue their journey south. But there were so many wagons and so many men moving along this route, even though the main part of the army had gone by boat, that they used pretty much every ford across the river here and shallow place to cross and keep moving south. Most of those roadways were improved by the Prince William County Militia, who were called out to serve not as soldiers, but basically as construction workers, improving the highway for those wagons that were about ready to cross. The ferry could not move many wagons at a time, only one or two. It was not designed for volume traffic, only for kind of the regular traffic that was moving up and down the highway. Today, that ferry has been replaced by, I mentioned the railroad bridge, but there are a lot of bridges right here in Occoquan. There's also the US 1 highway bridge, the Route 123 Ox Road Bridge, and the Interstate 95 bridges right here close by us today. So this is still an important transport and traffic artery, and you can see those as you cross over on any of those modern roads. You are crossing roughly in the same place that people have for a very long time. So thanks again for joining us here at Colchester Ferry and the first Prince William County Courthouse. And if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and check out another one.